Alright everybody, hello and welcome to some Mario Kart 8. I didn't want to do this, wasn't going to do this with commentary, but you know what, I am. So we got some new tracks to delve into here. The fourth wave of the DLC pass here. So this is the first portion of that, the first 4 tracks and all that. And yeah, I did already play these once on my own, just to, you know, kind of get a feel for them, so I do know what to expect, and I can say, in my, you know, own opinion, that I feel like these next, like these, what is it, 8? These 8 tracks that they released, still kind of continue the trend with this DLC pass of being ultimately kind of boring. But you know, I started playing these, so I'm going to continue pumping out videos until this DLC pass is done, you know, and probably also continuing to do commentary because I don't know what Nintendo is going to do, you know. They've been pretty iffy with others with their content, so, you know, I don't want to just do the tracks and that be it, if you catch my drift. So that's why I decided I would do commentary to be on the safe side. But yeah, they just... the tracks look good, don't get me wrong, they just don't... they just haven't been, you know, aside from like 2 tracks, and I'm talking out of all of the ones that have released in the DLC pass, there's been like 2 really cool tracks, right? In my opinion. But that's it, you know? And there's supposed to be 32 total tracks for this DLC, and it's like, y'all are just kind of, you know, spiffing them up visually, but not gameplay-wise. I really don't understand the thought process here of just, you know, this will be something when I, you know, after all the tracks are released, I'll make like a video on my second channel, kind of, you know, telling my overall thoughts on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC pass. So I don't want to say too much, but like, yeah. It's kind of sad that, you know, 8 Deluxe is supposed to be about, you know, like zero gravity, that's the big thing, and most of these new tracks just, they don't even have like very much you know, of like the pads that make you go faster. Sure, they have jumps and stuff here and there, but that's kind of it, you know? Most of these tracks just do not, in my opinion, embody the fundamentals of what 8 Deluxe is all about. You know? And it's sad. It's really kind of sad. You know, it's like... It'd be kind of like... imagining if you... If a company, like, remastered a game and all they did was make the graphics pretty, but didn't, you know, add or subtract anything from the actual gameplay. See, this track right here, this is probably the most fun track. I will say that. Of Wave 4 anyway. This is the most fun track in my opinion. But that's just because it's got jumps and also, you know, it actually uses the 0G stuff. You know? Like there's a purpose to it here. But you know, a lot of these tracks, as my analogy I was trying to say, it's like, imagine if I was remastering, I don't know, a game where, you know, all I did was spiff up the graphics, but I didn't change, you know, didn't change any of the gameplay. Especially imagine if it was a game that could use something like that, you know? That's just kind of how it feels, you know? It's like remastering a game, but not adding anything new. And I know there's gonna be some people out there like, well, yeah, when you remaster a game, you shouldn't add things, and it's like, well, some do remaster or remake a game, right? What if you remade a game and didn't add anything to it? You know, I've played plenty of games, remakes or remasters like that, where they've added features that, you know, the developers couldn't originally implement, or something like, you know? I mean, maybe that's different, I don't know, but it just doesn't feel like there's anything new going on, you know? You want to say these tracks are new, which they are, but like, the other thing that bothers me is the over-reliance this DLC pack has on tracks from the Mario Kart mobile game. It's just, I mean, I have nothing against it. I personally don't play it, and I'm not a huge fan of mobile games, but it's just like, you're telling me through the wealth of the Mario Kart history, you know, you have to pick majority tracks from a mobile game, who, mind you, in my opinion, the mobile game tracks aren't that great. Like, they don't add anything to the game, you know? Most of those tracks are just like, okay, this lap you're gonna go this way, and in this next lap you're gonna go another way, and that's kind of it. But yeah, so that's why, in my opinion, this DLC has just kind of been underwhelming. but again, I'm gonna save most of it for when I actually review, because this is personally my favorite track of this first grouping here because it's Yoshi. Again, doesn't do anything spectacular like I've been saying, but I love all the Yoshi references because I'm a Yoshi game fan, so even the coins got Yoshi on them. I like this track quite a lot. Something interesting. Oh, hey, they even have one of the sea creatures over there. I like that. That's a nice touch. But I thought this was interesting related to Nintendo recently. How there was this guy that got like he was in jail for 40 months for like hacking switches or something, allegedly. And then when he gets out of jail, Nintendo just like slaps him with like a $10 million fine or something. On top of having gone to jail, like, I mean, most people are kind of on the side of the guy who went to jail, the hacker guy, being, you know, like, everyone's like, oh man, Nintendo's ruining this man's life. I mean, I don't know. I think it's stupid, but it's also Nintendo, so like, what are you gonna do? You know, Nintendo's just over there like, oh yeah, we take a lot of steps to preserve, you know, our games and fight against piracy and people stealing our games. And it's one of those statements where it's just like, yeah, you fight against piracy, but then like you still want people to pay for these games that are, you know, 20, 30 years old at this point that, if you ask me, should be free by now. You know? Like, I'm not afraid to say it. When it was still a thing, I bought, you know, like NES Mario, like for, I think it was $5 or something on the 3DS eShop. And yeah, that's cheap, but it's like, this is like a 30-year-old, you know, whatever it is, game. Like, how are you still trying? This should be free, you know? And Nintendo sometimes doesn't even emulate their games as well. But anyway, that's gonna end this race. And that's gonna end this. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.